Then Laban said to Jacob, because of you're my kinsman, should you therefore serve me for nothing? Tell me, what shall your ways be?
Now Laban had two daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel.
Leah's eyes were weak, but Rachel was graceful and beautiful.
Jacob loved Rachel, so he said, I will serve you 7 years for your younger daughter Rachel.
Laban said, it's better that I give her to you than that I should give her to any other man. Stay with me.
So Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him but a few days because of his love for her.
Then Jacob said to Laban, give me my wife, that I may go into her, for my time is completely.
So Laban gathered together all the people of the place and made a feast.
But in the evening he took his daughter Leah and brought her to Jacob, and he went into her.
Laban gave his maid Zilpah to his daughter Leah to be her maid.
When morning came, it was Leah. And Jacob said to Laban, what is this you have done to me? Did I not serve with you for Rachel? Why then have you deceived me?
Laban said, this is not daughter not Rachel, give me the younger for the first one.
Complete the week of this one, and we will give you the other also in return for serving me another 7 years.
Jacob did so and completed her week, and Laban gave him his daughter Rachel as a wife.
Amen. Today's title is God's grace beyond human obsession. When we think of Bible characters, Jacob had a very unfair life. Today's stories begin when Jacob runs away. He arrived at his uncle Laban's house. There he met his two daughters there, Leah and Rachel. The Bible says Leah had weak eyes, but Rachel had a beautiful, had a lovely figure and was beautiful. 예쁜 여자. The Bible really praises someone's looks, isn't it? So Rachel must have been very beautiful. I believe that. The Bible does not praise Leah's looks. I think, and we can think about that. She was probably less pretty than her sister. Jacob fell in love with Rachel right away. He loved her so much. He offered to work for his uncle for 7 years for free just to marry her. He offered to work for his uncle for 7 years for free. Why? Just to marry her. Why did Jacob make this crazy choice? There are so many women in the world. As we can see, 세상에 많은 여자다. Isn't it? In the world, there are so many women. Why give up 7 years of his life? He could have met a beautiful woman somewhere else. Somewhere else later. So to understand this, we must look at Jacob's feeling at that time. What was his situation? He was a lonely runaway. He was running for his life to escape his brother. He had no one to lean on. His future was dark in a foreign land. In this situation, he met Rachel. She was healthy, Rachel was healthy, and attractive and beautiful. That's why, when he met her, he felt deeply comforted. In his heart, like as a runaway. Rachel was his only hope. She was like and so he decided to do anything to get her. But friend, we must remember this. We must be careful making big choice. When we are very lonely, we need peace of mind to make good choice. Jacob was a man who always tried to get what he wanted. 원래 그런 남자예요. Jacob was a man who tried to get what he wanted. He even tricked his father to steal a blessing. He put all that intense passion into getting Rachel. Think about Jacob at this time. He had already met God. What does that mean? God promised to bless him and make him a great nation. Israel. But even with this promise, Jacob fell into deep trouble. Did he marry Rachel and live happily after 3 years of hard work? No. He failed. Uncle Laban broke his promise. On the wedding night, Laban sent Leah into Jacob's room instead of Rachel. In the morning, Jacob was very angry. Dr. Laban said, Uncle said, it is not our custom. It is not our custom to give the younger daughter in marriage before the older one. So we can say, if there was such a custom, he should have told Jacob 3 years ago, isn't it? It was a complete scam. But Jacob did not give up. He signed a new contract to work another 7 years for Rachel. He worked like a slave for, 14 years in total. But at the end of the day, he married Rachel. Yeah, I think that's a relief. But 14 years, bless you, 14 years is a very, very long time. The excitement of first love unusually fade in a year or two. We can see Jacob's love was pure, but it was also a scary obsession. We learn an important lesson here. Even people walking with God face hardship. We often think God sent all hardship as a test. But looking at Jacob, we see something else. Many of his hardship came from his own greed and obsession. He walked into the dark tunnel himself. Now let's look at the short part of this story. It is hard for us to understand today. Let's think about them. Rachel and Leah were Jacob's cousin. Rachel and Leah were Jacob's cousin. How could he marry his cousin or nephew?
Was that like a custom at the time?
Exactly, at the time.
I think that, what is it, like in other religions nowadays, like even still there are some religions where marrying between cousins is allowed.
At the time, many people think about that. It's not strange situation. Just it was custom and tradition at the time, back in the day. So yeah, right. Thank you. Back then, they wanted to keep their tribe pure. Yeah, they did not want to follow foreigner idols. So marrying family members was common. This is 전통, tradition, 문화. But later, God gave laws against this. God gave laws against this. It goes against God's order. So why does the Bible tell this shameful story of greed, lies, and family marriage? It is to show God's amazing grace. Jacob only wanted the beautiful Rachel, but God allowed Laban's evil trick. God made Jacob marry Leah first, and amazingly, God had mercy on Leah, who was not loved. Through Leah, a son named Judah was born. Through the tribe of Judah, Jesus Christ came to save the world. What does that mean? This is the greatest plot twice in the Bible. In a hopeless situation full of lies and human sin, God created a history of grace. Sometimes we fail badly, or sometimes we make terrible mistakes. But believe this, my friend, Almighty God can turn our evil into good. Let me close with the message. Who or what is the Rachel in our life, and your life, and my life? What is my Rachel? Do you have an obsession, something you must have, like Jacob given up 14 years? Do you think, if I just have this person, or if I just succeed, my loneliness will go away? God does not just crush our passion. What God really cares about is this. He wanted to guide our passion to follow His good will. Jacob's 15 years were stained with selfishness, loneliness, lies, and pain. But even in that mess, God perfectly completed His plan of salvation. It is the same for us today. Do not be afraid. Even if you are in trouble because of your own mistakes, do not be afraid. Even if you suffer because of the other people's evil, beyond our mistake and obsession. Amen. God's working. Trust in the faithful God who leads our lives to good and use us for His salvation. Amen. Let's sing together now. We want to sing. How great is our God.